Sharon.
Hiya, I made it. I'm here.
Thank
Hello,
God.
Sharon.
It's
Nice.
very interesting. I put my presentation together all within half an hour.
Wow.
So I will show you what I did. Yeah, with Copilot.
Praise God.
Not difficult. Not difficult.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So what's the sequence that we should follow, Ridwan?
I will start sharing latest news on Copilot, and
Mhm.
then I think I will open the floor. Probably you can start, Noel, or maybe Sharon, or even Andy. Uh,
Okay. Maybe I can go after Ridwan, if that's okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Sharon, and then Andy. Is it okay?
Yep. I'm good.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
okay. Just let me know.
Okay. Let me just share my screen. So thank you for joining our Copilot TTT. So for start, as usual, I will share latest news on Copilot, some of the tips and tricks where you can actually go and find all these resources so that easier for you to learn, right? So one of the website that I look into now is this one, Copilot Skilling, right? So I will share this link. Just give me a moment. Just put in chat. Alright. Okay. This particular website will have certain scenario-based demo and learning for you. Right? For example, here you can choose any of this particular product. When you click, it will actually show you some of the scenario that you can actually try, and they will give you pictures step by step on how to achieve those. So for example here, let's say I look into one of the scenario over here, right? So turn a raw data into dynamic visual. So I already open over here, right? Sorry, I think this one. Yep. So it will give you step by step on how you can actually achieve this, right? So it will ask you go to Copilot chat and then add content, right? Add content and then create a file. For example, you have this particular files, right? So sometimes they will just give you the files over here. I think they didn't do that. It's okay, right? And then you can directly go to edit pages, right? So and then it will actually copy over the information in the Excel file into this pages, right? So Microsoft have a new feature called pages that you can actually have all these informations over there like OneNote, and then you can share to other people, right? So there are tons of other things over here. For example, maybe yeah, this one. That's right. Okay. Create AI generated images, right? Now, so it will actually give you some idea on how you can generate some images, for example, like this. Right. So let's just try. So where does it, so it goes to Copilot and create. Right, so I have it here over here. Let me just refresh. Make sure it's okay. So I create an image, right? And then I can just describe over here. So let's go back to the tutorial just now. Okay, you can choose the style, right? For example, photorealistic or anime. So you can actually choose the style over here. So for example, I just want to be this one, anime, right? Okay, and then go back to the guide just now. Okay, you have a brand and color. For example, I think previously I have teach you how you can actually have your brand color uploaded over here, right? For example, here we have the Copilot as our brand, our logo Copilot as our brand. And then finally, what size, and then click create, right? So for example, you can choose square, depends. For example, if you want to share over your phone, probably portrait would be the better choice. A white screen normally for desktop and laptop. So let me just try portrait, and then I will click click create. So let's see what it would be. So a few minutes or so, then it will create. So in the meantime, I just want to show you that they have a lot of other things. For example, how to generate image or even to edit image with Copilots, right? So you can actually go over here, will actually show you tutorial, and you have tons of uh, tutorial with images. Create a form, create a video, right? So it will show you how you can use AI Copilot to actually create the video. I create one video last time, right? About our campaign, security campaign. You can even create banner, right? Create infographic, right? So you can see here, I think I created this last time about road safety. Right? So it will actually give you example and prompt. You can actually use it. Right? So this, I believe, is a really great site for you to, for example, you have the Copilot license. Let's say your users have Copilot license, and it's good that you share this and ask them to actually try all this scenario, right? So they have a lot of other things over here. Even if they want to go to advanced, like creating agents, they can actually do that. It actually provide you step by step on how to do that. And if they want to learn about prompting, yes, they do have over here.
Well, and you should
So
say
if you,
that.
sorry, let me just mute. I think there's okay, sorry. So they explain over here clearly how you can achieve the result that you expected, right? So you want to actually list down your goal, your context, your expectations, right? And the source of information, right? For example, like this one, right? And then they will give you ideas of what is the goal, context, and expectation in this particular prompt. Right? For example, draft an outline training manual about time management. Uh, our audience is professionals who work in hybrid environment, need to attend virtual meetings and deadlines, right? You can see the context here. So the tone of document will be friendly and suggestive. So you can see over here, everything is based on this particular idea of prompting, right? So you can do a lot of things over here. You can see it as a video on how to have a better result on prompting and how you can actually edit the prompt, right? So you can actually go to prompt gallery, right? And then see, for example, here, this is the original prompt. You can edit this prompt and share to other people. And you can see here, share your best prompt, right? So if you have the prompt, you just click summarize this presentation, right? You just click copy this prompt, and you can share to paste it to Teams chat or other. And so this sorry, this how you can actually learn. So here are some of the I would say not limitations, just for your information, right? Length of document that you provide to Copilot. It is getting better now. So it ables to work until 300 pages, right? So it ables to go until 7,500 words. It ables to rewrite. You can actually write less than about 3,000 words. So it's getting better now compared to the when it starts. It just only I think less than half of this. But now it's not even 300. I think only 30 or 50 pages. I remember that. So now it able to even understand everything. So so this is a great website, right, for you to use it, for you to start and learn about Copilot. So let me just go back to the page again. You have, if you want to go advanced, understanding about privacy, yep, everything is here. Where is your data? Does Microsoft store and delete, and what they use to train their AI, right? So everything is listed here. You can even give some feedback. Why they need this feedback. learn about what data is collected with Copilot feedback. Right. So Microsoft go until to the extent and telling you in feedback what we actually collect. So where can I get Copilots, right? So everything here is something that is very good for you to use. You have the Copilot Academy, you have the Copilot Scenario Library, I think I've shown before, right? And then how you can use your AI in your work environment. So if you go to Scenario Library, I think this is one of the link that always been been used to actually learn on how you can bring the scenario into your workplace, right? So for example, you have human resources, you have your IT, you have marketing, right? So you can just go into any of the scenario, then download the scenario kit. Previously, you have to find it in Learn Microsoft, but now they have it over here. For example, you just download this, right? And then you can start. You just open this file. So for example, this scenario library will look into themes, outlook, summarize content, right? So how it will actually do that? So this is the AI use cases. What are the use cases? And then you will just follow through all these use cases and try to create your own, right? So these example use cases that Microsoft already have. For example, here draft an email. So you just follow this, you just key in. You can record as well. So describe the key factor, and this all you have to do it in Copilot chat. Everything is Copilot chat. So create a presentations, right? Handle this object and prepare for calls, right? So they given all the prompt, even give you some link if you want to use the prompt gallery. Right? So you can do this and record. Right? So they got a lot, not only one or two. Previously, they just give you icons and saying that you can do this and do that. But now they give you the prompt as well. Right? So I believe that's all for me from start to start the session today. Okay, let me just refresh this. I think that's all for me to start the session. I pass it over to Noel. After that, I will show the images that we generated. Noel, are you there? I think Noel is
I think Noel got disconnected. Is
oh,
it?
is it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't see him on the list, but Ian is on the line. Oh, no, Noel is back.
Hello. Hi. Sorry, my machine was playing up.
Okay. Can you continue now?
Yep. Sure thing. Sure thing. So, all right. Thank you, Ridwan. Thank you for your sharing. Just give me 1 second. Let me just. I want to share on the right monitor so that. Okay. Let me just share the screen. Today was a crazy day. Okay. This was just put together like within minutes, yeah, literally just like Sharon, all right. Right after dinner, I jumped at it, and then this is what I spun up. Okay, Microsoft Copilot everywhere, right? Literally. So this was an event I was at in KL Hilton this morning from about 8 plus till I think close to about 5:30, right? I had a at booth duties. As you can see, this was the time that spent at the booth, at the Intel booth. Intel was so gracious to give us half their booth. So the right half was where we were. Right? So we started by showing some Windows Server 2025 videos. And we also had quizzes, we had Kahoots and all that. And I'm not sure what I was doing here. Maybe I was about to fall over or something. Right? But it was a good event. Okay. So that's it for a couple of years at least, we talked a lot about how expensive the Copilot platform was. We had Copilot on the browser, we had Copilot lots of places. Of course, we also talked about Copilot in WhatsApp in recent months, right? And I'm sure most of you know that you have a Copilot in Windows. Yeah, I forgot Copilot for everyone includes a Copilot in the Edge browser. Of course, you can also get it from the web, all right? Copilot.microsoft.com. There's Copilot for security. There's Copilot for Microsoft 365. But of course, one of the more recent Copilot that I'm very impressed with is Copilot for Azure, right? And Copilot for Azure stands out for me because I think Azure being Microsoft public cloud is possibly one of the heaviest and hardest area to understand for the common public, right? So having Copilot helps a lot because you now have AI built in, right, into the public cloud, right, helping you in more ways than one. So it was recently generally made available, meaning it's no longer in preview as of April 8th. In this announcement, you can see. I also have links here which you can follow through if you're interested, and maybe someone can help me post it into the chat window, right? And
Yes,
this is
yep.
in Azure, right? And of course, there are also a lot of help available, right? I think the important thing for most people is when you learn about something new, you want to be able to refer to some learning content. So Microsoft has very strong learning content, right? So this is the overview of Microsoft Copilot in Azure. Just captured a little bit of the screens. They even give you sample prompts and all that. So to help you get started. And of course, not limited to that, there are lots of other things that you can learn from just even visiting this Learn site. Right. So what I want to do next is I wanted to show you something that Cole, one of our team members, actually showed during one of the webinars that we did recently. All right. So that at least you can see the depth of how Copilot in Azure can help you from the perspective of leveraging cloud services. Next, I wanted to invite Cole to talk about Copilot in the areas that is meaningful to him and the things that he is doing. All right, Cole, are you there? Can you take us through how you use Copilot?
Let me share my screen.
Thank you.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So let's take a look for the Copilot in Azure from the Azure App perspective, right? Especially from security and monitoring perspective. So from Azure App, we all know that these are some of the key elements for Azure App, like for example, the Microsoft Defender for Cloud, Azure Monitor, Azure Policy, Azure Resource Bridge, and so on. By leveraging the Copilot for Azure, like for example, from the monitoring perspective. So from here, you can see that this is the Azure Monitor System Insights that I use to monitor the Azure Worker instance. And from here, you can see that this is a single node configuration, and I can have an overview about the resources utilization. Right? And apart from that, from here, you can see that there is a Copilot button on top of the screen where we can actually interact with the Copilot for Azure. All right, so let me continue. All right, so by doing that, we can actually interact with the Copilot AI agent to perform some specific tasks for us. Like for example here, let's say I would like to query the CPU usage for the past 5 days. Right, so this is something that you see. I actually enter this request, this prompt into the Copilot for Azure directly, and the Copilot agent will actually help to generate the information based on the prompt that I actually input. So from here, you will see that it actually generates a matrix that to actually represent to the query, to the prompt that I actually input just now. And from here, you can see that. So this is the CPU usage for the past 5 days. And I realized that there's something wrong with my cluster, with my instance, because from end of June to 10th of June, there's no CPU reading, right? And I would like to check it out what's the problem. Right? And from here, you can see that this is how quickly it is. The Copilot agent actually come up with the metrics actually to reflect the request that I'm looking for. And apart from that, from here, you can also see that I actually have other query, which means the other prompt that I actually input to the Copilot that I would like to query that, for example, the memory usage for the past 2 days, right? And I even request the Copilot about how to query the cluster IP address, right? So these are the information that it actually revert back from the Copilot agent and allows us to actually run the script into the Cloud Shell or even the PowerShell from the respective node. So from here, you can see that this is how I actually interact with the Copilot that allows me to customize or actually get to know some of the quick information that I can actually retrieve from the environment that actually monitored. Right. So this is just a quick look on how I actually interact with the Copilot for Azure. Back to you now.
Awesome, awesome. I hope you like that. I actually like Copilot for Azure a lot, especially what it can do for me from an Azure local perspective. And I'm sure over time it's going to be even more powerful. Right? Those of you who have some exposure to this, do share with us what your thoughts are. We'd love to hear from you. Right? And of course, next we wanted to. So that was the sharing that Cole did a few days ago, right? And this is essentially just a recording that I extracted out of the entire session. And by the way, these are not live sessions, right? These are all pre-recorded sessions, which we often. Next, I wanted to invite. What you call to for our own learning and also sharing perspective. It gives us a way to guide our team members and also for audit purposes, right? Gives us a chance to go back and see whether we've made mistakes, right? If anyone tells us and so forth. As you can see, there was a guy that popped up on the team share, turned on the camera, even the audio for a little bit, right? Normally in some of those webinars, most people don't turn on their audios and that. But this is a good way for us to keep ourselves on our toes. We learn from our mistakes and so forth. So in the same way, even this session, for example, we have it recorded for that purpose, right? So for our own audit purposes and for our own learning and so on. So that's essentially what I wanted to share very briefly to give all of us a chance to understand something around Copilot in Azure, the Microsoft Public Cloud. You're there, Ridwan?
Yes, I'm here. Yep. Thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Andy, do you want to go next? Andy is in mute.
I thought it was Sharon first.
Okay. Sharon.
Sharon?
I'm here. Okay.
Awesome.
Hi, everyone. It's been a while since I've been back on
All right, thank you.
in this company. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Loud and
Yeah.
clear.
Okay, right. Bear with me. It is very amateurish. Okay, let me see. I'm going to. Is it screen? Read one. I share. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see the screen.
Okay,
Yep.
this is going to be a brief one. So I use, I'm a chat GPT person, but obviously today I've been told that it's a Copilot. It wasn't that difficult to convert everything that I've done. I use this in my day-to-day life. I literally refer to it a lot, not for facts, but just something to bounce ideas. I manage a large antique center. So essentially, I'm dealing with antiques and vintage items. So it's a very big center with 120 dealers in it. So it's a very busy center. So I do the marketing and the management of it. So I use ChatGPT a lot, but I think I can see how Copilot is an easy thing to kind of like move into. So this is very personal, a little bit of snapshot into my life. I bought this. It's from Amazon. It's all in Japanese. I do apologize. I know you guys are not into hair treatment, but I have got very long hair that I need it. I asked Copilot just now, how do I use this? And it actually came back and showed me how to use it. And then I double checked it and asked it, where did you get your information from? Okay. And it lists down where it's got the information from, and which was pretty amazing. It also gave me options. Like if I move 3 slides back up, it's actually given me option and asked me if I want a comparison by another 2 leading brand. And it also gives me videos to look at how it's done. So from a lay person, I think it was good to have this to instruct and show me how I could get started with this item. So because I'm doing this for presentation, I'm just going to move my slide down. I asked it, how can I convert what is given me into a slide presentation? And it's given me instruction how to do it. And if you look here, it's actually telling me that it can actually create a sample deck for me. And I clicked it, and this is what it gave me. So pretty easy to start off for a beginner, or pretty easy as a baseline to continue doing what we need to do to make it look wonderful. And as with PDF, with Adobe, I think it's with Photoshop, we could have just make it pretty when you just, voila. I think this is amazing because I really did just work this half an hour before we came on. So coming back to what I do, I've done that. And this is the tutorial links for the hair treatment. Right. And it's continued to give me more ideas on how to expand my presentation. So I thought I like this. We'll do this live. Okay. Would you like a version with visual and branding element? So I thought we'll try this live. Have I got time for this?
Sure.
Ridwan, have I got time? Do we
Sure,
want to
you got
go
the
and
time.
Yes,
yeah?
please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to
Yep.
it say create full presentation. We've done that. And let's just say there was something download. Here we go. Download PowerPoint. And I think that's what we just did just now. Let's open. There you go. It's the same one that I downloaded earlier. Oops. Do apologize. There you go. But what I wanted to do was there was an option, oops, where it just give me to narrate it into, let's see if I could still find it. Okay, I'm still on profile. I do apologize for that. No, I've lost it. But there you go. Would you like a version with visual and branding element added to it? Let's see if we could do this. Minimize this. Here's your enhance. It's going to take some time. Right, let's see what is created for us. Is this the one? There you go. It's obviously it's not got pictures, but it can actually allow you a basic platform to start adding everything. Well, you dress it up essentially. Okay, it doesn't look like it's any different from the first one, but you have got choice here: add products image to the slides, and then you could do a lot more as you work on it. But if I just move from something from hair treatment to what is essentially something that I'm trying to plan, which is salt beef. So this is more, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find, I'm trying to understand this food. I've got moved from hair treatment to food now. So this is my life. So I'm trying to see what's the difference, because to me, they're all the same. So obviously it's telling me the difference now, what it is and why it's different. Okay. Then I'm going to know how can I get it, because I'm very curious to try it. Okay. So this is what is given me. London. Okay. If I'm not in London, I'm about an hour away from London, that it can tell me how I can get hold of it. Okay. And I think it's mentioned, is it Borough Market? Look, it's telling me how to get to Borough Market. Let's see. How do I go from where I am to London Borough Market? And there you go. Okay. It's given me a direction to get there. And it goes on. There's so many other options, but you want a travel guide and all. But what I'm after is list of good hot pastrami sandwiches near me. Let's see if I can find anything near me. And it's got to be hot sandwiches, because I don't like cold sandwiches. So it's list down. And it's still essentially taking me to London, really. And there you go. So it's given me direction. And that's about it, really. Anything else? No? Ridwan, is that good? Or shall I continue?
Yeah, you can continue. I think this one, did you generate the slide as well for this one? No.
We want to generate slides? Yeah, we can.
I never tried to generate slide on the free Copilot before.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to tell it I need to do a presentation on salt beef and pastrami and where to go. Or create slides. Let's see what it does. Right. It doesn't seem to give us. Let's just download this. Doesn't seem to give us slide option. No, Ridwan. It doesn't give slide option. It gives you again a base. Well, let's say it's asking us to upload slides, really, right?
Oh, is it?
That's what it says. Add images. Can you? Okay. Can you? Shall we ask you to create images?
Into the slides. Yeah, we can try that.
Let's try it. See if we can massage it to do what we want. Hungry, talking about this. Yeah, I want to try, you see. Okay, here we go. Here's the original.
He said to proceed, please upload a photo.
It's asking me to upload. Can you? I don't have photos. I don't have photos. Can you share me some, please? See if you pull out some photos. Here's a realistic image. Here you go. Let's see what it's giving us. Aha! Creating. Maybe
Yeah.
the question is to ask it to show me what does a salt beef sandwich look like.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So
It's not
okay.
of asking it for images. It says show me what it looks like.
Sharon.
You know? Huh?
Hi, Sharon, Andy here.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, so if you were to go back to your PowerPoint file that you just created just now, the outline.
That
Okay,
one.
so
Yeah.
basically this is actually the it's like a translation of whatever that you have prompted and put into slides. So, but if you notice in this PowerPoint itself, there is actually there should be also a Copilot
Aha.
icon. So if you were to call Copilot in PowerPoint itself, you can actually prompt it in the prompt. I mean, in the
Yeah.
Copilot in the PowerPoint itself, you can actually prompt it to include, pictures to best describe the slide and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
that's what you can do. Another thing
That's
is also you can actually do those prompting instead of having to prompt it from within Copilot itself. You actually can do it from within PowerPoint itself. It's more powerful if you actually do it from within the app. So the app related prompting or Copilot is much more powerful. Similarly, if you notice when you're using Copilot, you are not able to do things with your email. But if you will actually go into Outlook, or even for that matter, if you're in Hotmail, they have actually a Copilot icon there. You can actually call Copilot to help you do a summary of the emails trail, or you can even ask it to help you reply in a sarcastic manner, or in a professional manner, or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, that's where Copilot is everywhere type of thing actually sticks, because it is much
That's
more
a good
powerful
idea.
that way.
That's
Yeah,
a
if
very
you
good idea. So do the
similarly in
Copilot.
Excel also you can do the same thing.
Yeah, use the Copilot within the like the
The
Photoshop or
apps,
the Excel and all. But if you're
yes.
looking at my screen, I can't see it.
I don't know. I'm only using the web version.
I'm
And the
also on
web,
the web. This is
Online,
not. Oh, no. This is
you're not in
This is
online.
Photoshop. I'm not online. No, this is
Yeah,
local to the laptop.
correct,
Oh,
correct.
okay.
So
So perhaps
if
we
you were to
might
go
have
to
to be.
online
It have to be an
online.microsoft.com.
online
Mm-hmm.
app. It has to be online app. Okay.
I mean,
Thank you for that, Andy. That was very helpful.
yeah,
You
I'm
know.
not too sure whether your particular office is the latest version, because from what I understand that Microsoft has also rolled out into those physical products as well. It's just that I am prefer to do everything on the cloud so that it doesn't load my computer.
Yes. I am not on the cloud. I don't like the cloud. I do everything local. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Because it's very slow for me where I am, especially where I am in UK. My internet is very slow.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Which
I know.
where in UK are you, by the way?
I am in Surrey.
Surrey.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you surprised, huh?
Well, I
Malaysia
mean,
is more advanced, way more advanced in all these areas than where in UK.
because there is mostly it's the aging population over there, so the adoption of IT is not as high. But I do have an auntie who's staying in Paynton, so I do understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I think it's not just adoption. I think it's just the provision. It's
Yeah.
like today I was went to my phone network Vodafone. I say
Mm.
my 4G is not working. What I have unlimited data, but my 4G does not work within the 100 kilometers from where I am. Never mind beyond that. I say not even in my own house. I say so, and I am in a quite rather large town, not a city. And apparently it turns out that they are still upgrading. And then
Yep.
I have to do this stupid thing where I have to go into airplane mode on my iPhone. And this is the latest 16, right? And they say you gotta turn on and off do it over throughout the day periodically. What's that? Go into airplane mode and then come back out of it. Because it
Oh.
seems to put it, and I'm like, you should have, it's 1 year into my contract. I'm 3 years, I say, and now you're telling me.
No, no, no. Sharon, try this. Yeah. Okay. Let me. Sorry, I don't have the phone in front of me, so I cannot tell you immediately.
Yeah,
But just
no,
give
no,
me a
it's
minute.
okay. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I will reach out to you, Andy. I think if you have a way of
No,
doing
no,
it,
no, no,
that
no,
would
no
be good.
worries. I mean, we can do it right now.
Mm.
If you go to settings, if you
Yeah,
go to settings, under cellular,
yeah,
okay.
mobile
If you
service.
go, cellular, there should be a
Yeah,
cellular data, and then if you're looking at your primary, wait, hang on, that's not the one. Sorry, there's another one. Basically, there is another one that you can actually uh, tell it that you want to prefer to run on 5G, and then it will force the phone to
I don't have
always.
5G where I am.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean that there is two things there is a 5G, and then there's a 4G, and a 4G 5G auto switching.
Yeah.
But let me see, where is it now? It used to be there. Okay, now mind. Let me find it.
I'll figure it out. I think, yeah. Let me have a look afterwards. See how to
Yeah,
get to that 5G, 4G thing. But
yeah,
I will see if it helps. But it really is. There is no 5G where we are, and the 4G is crap. Even the girl at the Vodafone, she say, yeah. So the only way around it is to go on the airplane mode. It's almost like it kind of like put you up or something like that.
yeah.
On off,
You're
just to
actually
stay connected.
correct. You're actually
Yeah.
forcing the system to reconnect at the
Yes.
highest speed. It's like auto training.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very,
So
very bad.
I think thanks for that. And I'll reach out to you. I think that'll be good to learn how to do this. So I think it's good to learn that if I go online, and then I'll have the Copilot
Yep.
options. you know, which is good. I do find it very helpful. Like I say, you know, it's it doesn't take long to put up a presentation, you know, to share something. Yeah. Ridwan, anything more? Shall we
No.
continue?
Yep, you can
Oh, here you
continue.
go, guys. Here we go.
Andy, you were saying that you wanted to share something, right?
Yeah. I
Go
mean,
ahead.
Yeah,
if
done.
Sharon
We
is
got the
done,
image. We're done. We're done. We
yeah,
got the image. So it did
yeah,
come up with an image.
yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Right.
This is nice image. Yep.
Hungry already now. Right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stop sharing now. Thank you.
No
Thank
Nice
you.
All right.
presentation.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep, Andy, I think you can
Okay.
start. Yep.
So it's my turn. Just give me a minute. Let me just yeah, so yeah, I mean so guys, I don't know whether you were here earlier on when I posted the question. So I actually posted the question with Noel, is that you know, the age-old question of who is better, right? So yeah, and I mentioned, oh sorry, hang on, that's wrong. Stop sharing. Yeah, and I asked too many windows. Sorry, I need to catch my train of thought. This one is Copilot. Why is that I'm not able to share? Yeah. So it's an age-old question of who is better. And I was mentioning that you know, this code. I mean, all these systems have a problem, and the problem is that they always have this called delusion, right? So they are delusional because they needed to check on each other. Yeah. So wait, hang on. Why is it that it's coming out with this? This is not the one that I want to share. Hmm. Okay, let me just quit some of the windows here. I have too many windows already. Yes, sorry about that, guys. Just let me do something. So, okay, that should be share again. Share the content. Screen. Yep. Okay. Are you all seeing the screen?
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Okay. So basically, as I was saying, it's delusional in the sense that you know, it recognizes what you say, but then when you ask for more details around that area, it doesn't point you the right location. So okay, example is this. I am in this place called Tropicana Metro Park. Now, for those people who are familiar with Subang area, Subang also has a Tropicana, and it's not the same as the Tropicana over in PJ side. There is another area called Tropicana in PJ where there's a very nice golf resort over there, and most of the people living there are very, very expensive houses and all that. Now, Tropicana Metro Park is basically a new development area. Not really very, very new. It's, I think, the first project was completed in 2016. Yeah, so it's about close to 10 years already. Now, It's fairly new, but it's also a small little township that is created by Tropicana. So now you see, for example, I said, okay, I am in Tropicana Metro Park. So it says, oh, nice choice, blah blah blah. Okay. So then I will ask him, okay, tell me the schools nearby within walking distance. Right? Now, okay. So I think I've taught it well enough, so it remembers. Okay. So this is also in Subang Jaya, but this is in SS19, right? SS19 is another area which is really not close by. But so it's about 25 minutes walk apparently. Okay, but what we'll do is we'll actually double confirm that with Google Maps. Okay, so what I always say is, trust is good, check is better. Yeah, so this is my place. So I would say, okay, what's the name of the school again? Okay, Lake Hong, right? Okay, so it's there. It asks for directions. So yeah, okay, so it reconfirms already. So it's getting a little bit smart, I would say. But obviously 26 minutes, then this one is actually walking through quite a lot of not proper walking trail. So this is one of the things I also discovered when in April I actually made a AI generated trip to Jeju in Korea. And my plan was actually to utilize the public transportation to be able to walk most of the time, to view cherry blossoms, because in April cherry blossoms were supposed to be in bloom. So the timing that I actually selected was supposedly the top of the bloom season, but this year the bloom came in 1 week later. So that's the first part, that it was wrong in telling me the dates. The second part was I followed the instructions on a day-to-day basis. I'm supposed to be doing very simple walking, but ended up I have to walk close to maybe about half an hour to 1 hour, because the distance is actually quite far, and it doesn't go through a proper walking path. That means I have to literally walk on the side of the main road, on the side of a highway. It was very, very dangerous. So these are some of the things that you have to not fully trust AI. When the AI gives you a response, you have to double check it. You have to triple check it. If you can, double check the source, and the source that is given, sometimes they will actually give you that the source. You can actually double check the source and to make sure that that particular source is validated and proper. So these are some of the things that you should be careful about. Yeah. So this is one key point that I wanted to bring up on ChatGPT. Any questions so far?
And Andy,
Yes.
how
Yes.
you think it's got it so wrong?
What?
How do you think that it's got it so wrong? Because like you say, it wasn't that short, right?
Yes.
And that it wasn't a safe path also.
Yes. So I mean, the thing is that because number one, they rely on data, right? So sometimes the data that is given is not proper or not up to date, or the data that they're consolidating from is not very up to date. Now, I remember there was a case in England where a truck driver was using a GPS and actually drove through a town, and got stuck in the road because some of the roads in England is not, it's not able to take in a truck, right? I think a few years back, the news was on. So
Yeah, he
my
went
aunt,
down he went into, it's a village, also still a lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
rural village here. He went down the
yes,
kampong. It's like kampong lane.
correct. And he got stuck in between the houses and then basically
Yes.
caused quite a lot of problem and commotion, right? So this is what you're using GPS, and GPS is saying that is a road, but that it doesn't have the depth
Doesn't
perception that,
recognize.
yeah, it doesn't have a depth perception that this is a road, not for your car, not for your truck, but maybe for a smaller sedan car. Now, if you are driving maybe a Alphard, you might even have a problem getting through that same lane.
So
So
how would you solve this then? If you are asking it, right, under this is under Copilot, right? You're asking it,
yeah,
how would you double
so
check that is what is
what you
given
can
you is close
what
to
you can
real?
do what you can do double check is, number one is that you can, like I said, I use Google Maps. So what I do is, in Google Maps there's a thing called a walkthrough,
Yeah,
yeah,
walking
where you
option.
can, no, you can actually drag a man and then drop the man onto that particular part of the map, and then you can
And it
actually,
shows you
yeah, it shows you the picture of the real
of the
place
road.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you try to walk that road and then see whether you are going to end up in a path that is correct or not correct. So
Okay.
that particular path that I've actually done, I've actually tried walking through. I actually tried to drive through, and I know for sure that I cannot drive through. Okay, I know for sure that I cannot drive through. If I walk through, I may have to learn how to swim
Oh,
to get through it, because there's actually a big ravine or river that actually separates that part.
oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
basically it's good enough as a rough guideline, but still have to
yes,
do due diligence or do homework, double check.
correct. You still need to do your homework. So, for me, it was a very interesting experience when I went to Korea. So the 1 week itself, I planned everything already, and everything was planned using AI, right? So I was asking for, like, the the hotel which is the cheapest and closest to town, with accessible to, things like laundry, blah blah blah, all those kind of things I specified, and I was very detailed in my prompting, right?
Yeah.
And it showed me, oh, this is the best deal in town, right? So I when I went there, had a number one, I had a big shock, because it's literally located right in some back alley.
Oh my
And if
goodness.
yeah, and I'm a single guy traveling that time. It shouldn't be a problem, but even then also I get scared. I mean, I've
Mm.
traveled on my own to places like Kathmandu. I've walked in the back lanes of Kathmandu before, and I've never had that same feeling in Korea. So
My goodness.
yeah, I mean, so
Yeah.
that was one of the things that caught me to really double check on a lot of the things. So yeah, I mean, in general, the concept of time, the concept of distance, the concept of a lot of things is very well uh, not very well provided, because as far as data is concerned, you teach it rubbish, it will learn rubbish. So what
Yeah.
happens is that with Copilot or with any AI, they are all based on models, right? They are based on data that you throw in. So the more data that you throw in, the more it learns, the more it becomes better. But
Mm.
again, there's always that caveat, right? Oh, you cannot share personal information, because they might use your information to train the model, so that the model now, yeah, I mean, if you don't use your information, then where is the machine gonna get the information from? You know, where is the machine gonna
essentially we are
learn?
inputting info for it to train itself.
Yeah. So
It needs input.
it's the same thing as having an infant and teaching the infant the right way to go about it, you know. So if you imagine that if the infant is growing up in a family that you know, starts the word with starts the sentence with a curse word and ends the sentence with another curse word, what do you think that the infant will grow up to be, right?
Yeah.
But if you have a well-mannered family, you know, a cultured family who don't shout or who don't, you know, speak above, try to speak above each other, that kind of thing, then, you know, the children will also learn to be like that. So it's the same thing when you talk about all this AI, you know, you teach it rubbish, it will become rubbish. So this is good to know, good to
Yeah.
follow, but then also, you know, make sure you do your own due diligence and checking. Yeah.
I think it's a good starting point, and then it's like anything, isn't it? You just build it up layer
Yeah.
by layer
Lay
for
it.
yourself, and then you have
Exactly.
to check and double check. You know, make sure that you have to. Always use the word. You have to curate it.
Correct.
It's curating. You know, it's no
Yep.
point. You cannot just take it point blank. You have to still learn to curate it. Like just now, when we're asking it for images, it doesn't know how until we specifically say, "Can you show me what it looks like?"
Yes.
And then
So,
it
you
showed
know,
us.
another point that Rizwan actually brought up, right, was this thing called what's the name? Rizwan brought up was yeah, I mean the
Which one?
some sort of structure. There was some sort of structure that you can use Copilot. You can prompt it Copilot to follow to make sure that you can actually come up with the results. Yeah. So
The prompts.
yeah, the prompts, what you need to do, how you prompt it, you know, what are the questions you need to answer in order to get the results or the
Yeah.
repeatable results. So this is fair and fine if you are actually doing something very structured, and that a lot of times you know, like for me, I play with the AI. So what I do is I just, you know, like anytime I just type something, you know,
Yeah.
random, arbitrary,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
see what it comes up with, and then, you know, you like play a playful banter with it to actually get response and review through and see how you can learn from it as well. So one of the things that I find is that you know, like for example, this is the results that I got. So I can actually, if I say, oh, you know, I like the you know what I'm getting. So I just want to know, you know, because for this one I had probably about 3 or 4 questions before that, or 3 or 4 statements before that, and it comes out with this answer, right? So if I want to repeat it, I can say, okay, you know, create prompt to generate this. So,
Ah, teaching it to teach you.
yeah,
Good one. Ah,
exactly. So you see,
very
uh,
clever. Yeah. Teaching
yeah,
it to teach you. Well,
yeah,
I suppose we have to learn about it too, right? We got to understand it. So the only way to understand is to ask it questions.
yes. So this is one of the ways that I say is very useful, especially when you want to get repeatable answers, right? Another part also is that, you know, when you guys talk about, you know, image building, right? So let me just show you another one. Just give me a minute. Okay, it should be here. Upload, yes. Upload, and then I say go, for example, I go for photos. Example is okay. Let's just take a very simple photo. Okay. Right. Open. So create prompt to make this image.
Oh, very clever. Learning how to
So you
talk
can
to it.
basically, yeah, so you can just copy this one and then you can, okay, copy it and then you can just paste it.
Mm,
This is the
yeah.
image. This is how you can use it to create the image. So this is a way of like reverse engineering. But of course, the image may not be exactly the same, but it is close to it. Because there are certain things that it maybe doesn't declare properly, or the way that it declares the image generator will respond quite somewhat differently. So I think there was a sharing that Noel did before, right? He had a picture of some trees with some words there, and then he wanted to change like the daylight or make it day or make it night or something like that. And yeah, so you see the image is not exactly the same, but it's very close to it.
Close, yeah. Because the elements are all there.
Yeah. So what I was saying is that yeah, so he wanted to change the lighting and all that.
Yeah.
So he created a prompt for it. Yeah. See this
There you
girl
go.
and this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course
And then you
she's
generally, it's possible you have to continue to massage it, what I say, you're curating,
yes.
you massage it to get to a level where you say, okay, this is acceptable.
Yes. So let me show you another thing which is also more interesting, I would say. Create a JSON file to describe the image in detail. Give it a minute. Put it already, but it's seem to be stuck. So just end this prompt. Submit again. Now, a JSON file is a structured text file. Looks very programming type, and because it is programming type, you can actually go in there and just edit or change some of these parameters to make it customize it, to
Oh,
customize it even more.
yeah,
So this
this
is how you, this is how you can actually take a photo and say, for example, like, I want the background to be brighter or darker or something like that. You can actually see, oh, these are all the so-called parts of it. And this is basically how you can describe those parts. And if you were to change it, you can say, for example, I want to change the gold maybe to orange or blue or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it will generate for you the picture based on this.
So then
So
you will
this,
copy and paste this and put it back into the prompt box and see what
yes,
it comes up.
yes,
So if you
exactly.
change it,
Yeah,
okay.
you can change it. So like, for example, I'm copying it now. So I say, okay, here's the prompt, right? So I can say, for example, soft focus, bokeh, soft focus, bokeh lights. Okay, that's okay.
Go
Maybe
up,
I'll,
change the hair to long hair.
yeah, you could. Let me just see. Where is that? Tank top. Okay, so beige. Okay, maybe I say red.
Change the color. Yeah.
Okay, so I said long hair, right?
Long hair.
Long.
Quite obvious.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So let me just try. So this is one of the ways that you can actually do photo manipulation programmatically without having to like think about all these fancy terms to put in and whatnot. So it tells you exactly how to describe the picture itself for you, and then you just need to do the changes accordingly. Any comments so far?
I think it's
No.
really great that you can do that with Jason, but can we like do it without Jason? Like for example, you just prompt one by one, like a step by step.
I have not come to that part. Actually, honestly, all these tips and tricks, I actually learned it from TikTok. There's actually quite a few of these guys in TikTok that actually comes out with it, and it's interesting to follow them.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
sometimes they're full of rubbish, or sometimes they talk too much. But yeah, basically, my intent is to capture the content and discard the rubbish. So that's what it is, and that's how I look at it.
Yeah, you still learn something.
Yeah, I mean,
You have to sit through it, but you'll learn something. There
yes,
you go.
exactly. There you
Voila.
go. She got long hair. She's wearing red.
I think the this Jason thing is a very good thing to learn. Then you can manipulate the pictures.
Yes. So I actually followed this guy, and then this guy basically changed a picture of somebody in front of the Eiffel Tower in the daytime to nighttime, and it was incredible.
Yeah, I would think so. Look, done.
See? So
That's
she's got
how
red
you
hair. I mean,
manipulate
she's
red
got long
top.
hair with a red top.
Yeah, this is how you manipulate the picture.
Yeah. So see this picture and see
Yeah.
this picture.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah.
So this is one of those tricks that I play. I try, and I also use it to learn prompting. Is sometimes it's a bit long-winded, I would say, because you have actually gone through quite a lot of iterations of massaging with them. So what you can do is when you go through when you ask it to create the prompt for you to generate the result, you can actually go in there and actually do your own massaging. That means you can actually just go and cull out some of those repetitive statements or something like that, and make it as concise as possible, and then just send it out, and you will actually see the same results. So this is one of those things that I find that it's very, very useful.
Yeah, very useful. Thank you. That was very, very useful to learn.
Yeah. So are you all up for another one?
Yes, yep, yes,
Yeah,
please.
I'm good.
Okay. So this is also another thing that I find that okay. So just to give you a bit of a background, right? About 2 months ago, I actually had a stroke, right? So the stroke was caused by me having high blood and high sugar. I mean, I was diabetic, right? It was very, very like heavy diabetes. So of course that's what caused the stroke, and it after that I literally turned my personal life around. So I concentrated on getting recovery. I concentrated on eating right. So I actually use ChatGPT to help me in a lot of in a lot of things. So this is where I actually trained the AI to with a lot of details. So I actually for this particular session I actually removed that detail, but what it does is you can actually tell your physical, your health conditions. You just tell it, and it will actually be able to try and work out for you some things. All right. So so what I did is I mentioned a few of the parameters, right? So I said, hey, I'm a diabetic, type 2. I am also hypertensive. Okay, so I just mentioned that, you know. So then the thing is, the next one I went to is to say is that, oh, I am how old I am. I'm a male. I am how heavy I am and how tall I am. Okay, so and then I update my sort of daily blood sugar and my daily blood pressure reading. So it's sort of like it knows me as much as my doctor knows me. But what happens is that the next part is I prompt it. I say, hey, help me do a meal plan, right? Help me do a meal plan that follows my health, okay, with the following target. So I said, oh, okay, my target is I want to have a more healthy fat the fat composition in my body, that type of thing. So it can actually I can actually specify with the parameters, and the parameters are, for example, oh, I want to have local food because local food is much more cheaper. I mean, local ingredients is cheaper. You talk about buying avocado versus buying papaya. You know, it's avocado is more expensive than papaya in Malaysia. Okay, but of course in England it's different thing lah. Well, probably papaya is more expensive than avocado lah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I specify, I want locally available food. I mean ingredients. I want to use so I specify, for example, I want to use a multi cooker. Okay, I want to have only food for one person because I'm the only one that's going to eat it, right? So then what it can actually do is it can actually do a meal plan for you. It can actually help you to plan out what type of food to eat, and what type of meal to eat every day, right? That's the one thing. Another thing is you can also take, for example, when I know this is what's happening in England, right? Because I mean this is what I'm assuming lah. My auntie does her shopping like once a week. She goes to a place called Sainsbury, and she does her shopping there. But what happens is that sometimes is a buying on a whim, right? So she goes over to Sainsbury and she say, oh, this particular thing is on offer. They're having, you buy two cans you for the price of one or something like that, and you can buy two bags for the price of one. Those sort of things. So she buys those things and she puts it in the fridge and she cooks only for one person. She ends up having quite a lot of so-called leftovers, and those leftovers, if you leave it for too long, it's thrown away. It's binned. So what I actually taught her to do was, she can actually go and list down what are the items that she has in the fridge. Then you can ask ChatGPT or Copilot to suggest a meal plan using those ingredients.
That's a good idea.
Using those ingredients, and it can also suggest to you, maybe you need to add this ingredient or that ingredient, and then you can just go and buy. So, you don't need to repeat your thing, and you can also ask it to help create a shopping list for you, so that when you go to the supermarket, you have that shopping list. You don't need to, like what I see, I buy, but I don't see, I don't buy. You have a list to follow, and you know exactly what are the things that you need to buy, and you follow that list.
Create a meal plan,
Mm-hmm.
and then from the meal plan, create a shopping list.
Yep, exactly. So
sounds good.
This is one of those things that I find that is interesting, and it actually helps a lot. Yeah.
I think it. Yeah, I did a meal plan, based on the nutrients that I think I need. So I just list down what I think that I need, all the vitamin D and vitamin D, all these vitamins and all these minerals, and this is what I cannot eat, and this is what I will eat normally, and this is what I normally eat, right? So like nuts
Yeah.
and everything, I list down. Then I ask it to create. So you massage it, and it creates a meal plan.
Yeah.
Where it will actually give me all the nutrients that I need my per day, based on my per day needs, because they have
Yes.
the what you need every day, and it create the whole plan for the whole week. So if I follow this, then I'm more than likely to have all absorb all these nutrients that I need. It
Yes.
was it was very interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Because mine was based on nutrients rather than what I eat, but more on nutrients, eating for the nutrients rather than eating for pleasure.
So one of the prompts that I also used is I asked it for a complete health plan. So what I mean by complete health plan is that not only what you eat, but basically it also includes things like exercises. So I specify, I also need exercise. I need the exercise to be maybe light, using what is available in the home. So it does light type of resistance training for to build yourself up and to become better and healthier. So and this
Yeah.
is interesting because today I actually went to see the doctor to have a follow up, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the endocrinologist, the person that's taking care of diabetes, was very very surprised at my results because it's in 2 months itself, my sugar level on the average is so much better than a lot of people. And
Yeah.
my weight has dropped. When I was diagnosed as about 66 kilos. Right now I'm 61 kilo. Of course this is a bit alarming because for my height, uh, technically 61 kilo, although is within the proper BMI, but they have another measurement. It's called the fat percentage. There's a high chance that my fat percentage is too low, so I need to bulk up myself a little bit. So I mean, I can go into ChatGPT and say, okay, here's my new regime, my new nutrition plan. I need to have a certain percentage of fat by the end of 1 month or by the end of 1 week. Help me
Yeah.
plan, and then it can
Mm.
actually come up with a whole new list of things to do, and what are the things that you buy.
Yeah. Isn't it? I was just thinking as you're talking, right? Wouldn't it be wonderful that it also cook for you? Order and then ready to cook. Every day you go into your microwave, bing, there's already one dish ready there waiting for you. No need to think. Just
E-
follow.
Actually, there is this so-called technology. There's a product. They call it Thermomix.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like I'm selling it, but I don't. But I also don't have one. But a friend of mine who actually literally lives and swears by it, because
Yeah.
it's that one machine that actually does everything. It weighs, it steams, it
Yeah.
grills, it I don't know what else it does. But so
It does it. I am familiar with Thermomix. It's all machine in one.
yeah,
But essentially, you still have to cut and clean and cook. From a female point of view, to me, I still got to go shopping. I still got to cut. I still got to clean. I still got to cook. Even though you throw everything into Thermomix, unless you're used to always eating like soup and curry and wet food, right?
yeah,
You can steam, yeah. But what I'm saying, I think the cooking is not a problem, isn't it? It's the cleaning is the
uh,
problem,
okay,
and I agree, it's a one, you still have to clean, right? If you steam on the Thermomix, still got to clean the Thermomix pot, still got to clean. It's good if you don't intend to buy a lot of gadgets in the kitchen.
yeah, okay,
Means you don't need your wok, you don't need your steamer, you don't need this, you don't need the oven, you don't need everything, that is all in one. But still, You know, you still need your microwave, you still need your oven if you want to heat up stuff, you know. It is lovely. It's a very nice, it's like air fryer, you know. That one air fryer can do a lot of things, but it cannot do everything. Like the microwave can do a lot of things, but cannot do everything, you know. So it is nice to have. It's another nice to have. It can do a lot more things than other stuff. You know, like my auntie's got one and she bought it because this is how silly it is. She bought it because she saw the demo can make the chi ma wu. She
Yeah, I know.
literally bought it just because of that, because she liked chi ma wu. And for those who are not Cantonese, here chi ma wu is like a sweet soup
Yeah,
made from
correct.
sesame paste. She literally bought that because they showed her can make chi ma wu.
I mean,
You
that
know,
one you can easily do that with a smart cooker as well. So
exactly. You can traditionally they're doing a Thermomix, right? And they still cook chi ma
yes,
wu, you know. But
correct.
I I think I think for it would have been wonderful. I think ideal eventually where our life becomes so advanced. This is me, you know,
Yeah,
where it does everything. It plans your meals, gets the delivery, which is possible in UK. You can
yeah.
pre-plan your deliveries. It turns up at the front doorstep. So maybe you have a fridge that has got access on the outside. They just plugged everything in, the whole tray, and then the fridge will take and then put in the microwave or something like that. Next thing you come home, your dish ready already. Just open the
Well,
microwave.
I mean, they have what is called prepped meals, but this is, if you're looking at the screen, there is another term that you can actually use, and I'm also I use this term to generate some results
Yes,
with with Copilot or ChatGPT, and it's very useful. So you can
yes,
just say, hey, one pot meals, right? So and then you just specify what are the things you want, and essentially it's just throw all those ingredients into the pot and let it run, and you have it, and
yeah.
it's beautiful. I tell you.
Yeah, I think one there's is a lot on TikTok and on
Yes,
Instagram. All these one pot
yes,
meal. Yeah, very
yes,
easy, very inspiring.
yeah,
You know. So I think this AI bot, you know, in this case is Copilot.
mm,
It has got its
merits.
merits. Yes, I think it does make life much easier, and it
Mm,
can take up a lot of the headache, especially someone like me. Where do I start? You know, once I start and I know what to do, I'm okay. But for me,
mm,
it's like, where do I even start? You know?
exactly.
And I think so instead of calling somebody, because everybody's so busy and you don't really want to go and see a nutritionist too, just to talk about it,
Mm,
you know. So this is a good start. You know, it's given you the list of what you should eat and how you should eat it, you know.
mm,
And it's again due diligence, got to be a bit smart lah, you know. You can't just follow the computer, right? You know,
yes,
use your
exactly.
common sense, you know. So I think it is a good one, you know. But I noticed you have something when you were
What?
presenting. There's something about numerology I saw on your site, but what is it? What did you speak to it about wealth by numerology? You're a numerologist, or you're
No, no,
asking it to
no.
teach you?
So basically, there's okay. So let me get into the subject later. But anyway, yeah, this is another thing that I was sharing with Noel actually earlier this week, right? So basically, there is this company, there's some MLM, and MLMs are very, what shall we say, very famous for trying to get you to buy things because you have a so-called need for it. So the thing is that um, yeah, so my my auntie, right, the one in England,
Mm,
she's also got diabetes. She's got chronic kidney disease,
okay. Oh
stage
dear.
4.
Mm,
Yeah, she's got stage 4, and she's also got congenital heart disease. It means at any time she can die of any of these three problems.
mm,
So this particular person was trying to sell her this particular product. So initially, when the product was shown to her, it was only just a sachet, and that sachet itself did not have any markings other than just the brand and the product, so-called product name. So when we asked for more details, the salesperson was not able to provide. But eventually, I managed to get a picture of the box itself with the ingredients, and you can see that's the picture of the ingredients, and it's taken by a mobile phone, right? So it's not exactly very clear, but you can actually use ChatGPT or Copilot, right? So you can say,
You upload it.
analyze. Yeah, so you analyze,
like
for
what I did with
example,
my Shiseido hair treatment.
correct. So you can say analyze this and advise, okay, if safe for consumption, okay, by a person
Yeah.
with type 2 diabetic, right? Congenital kidney disease, stage 4, and chronic heart, sorry, congenital heart failure.
Yeah, I think this is very they are very this Copilot and ChatGPT, they are very forgiving on with spelling. They seems to understand because
Yeah.
when I type sometimes my alphabet the other way around one. They understand what you're saying one. I noticed that your Copilot also recognize you. Immediately ask you, do you want a JSON template for it?
Yeah, because I mean I've talked to it long
Yeah,
already,
it
so it's
recognize you
yeah.
how you normally want your things. It's very
Right.
interesting.
Yeah. So you see with this one, I specified these things. These are the parameters that I put up, and then it says here,
Immediately it give you the risk already. Yeah.
right. So it tells you, oh, first and foremost, the components itself, it's not on, right?
Yeah.
Possible benefits is this one, but with close supervision, right? A verdict is proceed with caution, but the situation itself is not very good, right?
No, it
So
just says there's only two possible benefit, which is the
correct,
green tea and the probiotic. You might as well just take probiotic and green tea.
exactly,
No need
right,
to eat all that.
exactly. So
That's a
I
good
actually,
idea. I never thought about that. I should
so
scan some of my supplements and see what it says.
correct. So I also managed to get a picture of the so-called nutrition facts as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So help check this for the same person. So right, it recognizes, it remembers these are the things, this is the last thing that you talked to it about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the thing. So it says what? Diabetes risk, CKD risk.
Oh, the exclamation mark, not good.
Yes. So this is one of the ways that you can actually use to make sure that you don't simply put things in your mouth.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I
Right.
think it's
And
a good way what you found out. Just scan the list and scan the thing and ask it.
yeah, and a lot of the MLMs basically they are very secretive in providing these type of things because they know MLMs particularly they don't go for clinical trials. They don't have a proper documentation. What they are going to tell you is that, oh, you have a heart problem. Oh, my grandfather's auntie uncle also had this problem. I gave them this supplement and it works miracle. He's having his life turned around 180 degrees. He's so much healthier. He used to
Yeah.
be bedridden. He's now able to run. Those are things. So it's this is a typical MLM trying to close the sales. So
Yeah.
so like I mentioned
I mean,
earlier on.
I
Yeah.
did grow up in Malaysia, so
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with MLM, how they work, So yeah,
Yes.
you are right. So because sometimes even when you tell them, hey, this thing got reaction, and they say, oh, is it so many people don't have reaction? You're the only one.
Yeah. Exactly.
They turn it around to
Exactly.
you. Then I say, okay, then I don't take I said, no, continue. You'll be fine. I said, no, cannot
Yeah.
continue. It's got reaction. You cannot give me an answer for it, and you ask me to continue. Hello,
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, but this is good. This is very good too for the average person, lay person,
Mhm.
right? And
Yep.
if they have Copilot on their phone, I'm trying to figure out how can I get it on the phone,
You
right?
can.
Then it's easy. Just scan it up. No 5 minutes, right? Scan it up. Let's the 5 minute and see what it say. Because there's a lot of fine print, very hard to read also sometimes.
Yes, exactly. So
So when you scan it,
Copilot
it
is
does the whole work
available.
for you.
Copilot is available on your phone in two ways. The first way, of course, is using Copilot on WhatsApp. All you need to do is there's a phone number that you can message with Copilot, and
Yeah.
Copilot will be able to reply. You can also send photos, and it will also be able to reply based on those photos as well. That is one way. The other way is to just basically go to Apple Store, or go to the App Store, or go to the Google Store and just download Copilot, and Copilot is available.
Yeah, I can see. I think, but you need to sign in.
Well, I mean, you can sign in
Need to
even
have a
with
subscription.
no, even with
No?
a Hotmail account, because I don't subscribe. I mean, I didn't pay money for it, so I'm just using my Hotmail account, and I got this access, and I'm able to chit chat with the Copilot, and it got to know me.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it. Oh, okay. Hang on. It's here.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. There's a Microsoft. That's two. Hang on. Let me just. It can only open from the. What is that? Okay. Let me just see if I've downloaded. There's two options. Oh, yeah. Andy, got it.
Right.
Got it. It's a Copilot app.
Yep.
The other one is asking me to log on the Microsoft log on. I
That
don't know
one
why.
is different. That one is Copilot 365, I believe.
I don't know. Let me have a look. There's
If
both also Copilot. No,
no,
both also Copilot.
there's one with
What's
a
a
365.
companion?
One is a
Yeah.
365. The 365 is the one that you have to be having a corporate account
Yeah.
to log in. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. I got it. The Copilot app, I got it. It's asking me, what's my name? Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. Right. Is Ridwan back? Of course.
Yeah.
Good
Sorry,
chatting with
guys.
you, Andy. Thank you. I'll
No
catch you next
worries.
round. Very,
Yeah.
very, very helpful. I learned a lot today. Are we done? Ridwan.
Sorry. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah,
Also,
this
Sorry
Ridwan's
for
gone off
holding
to
up your time.
Ridwan
No
gone off
issue. I think it's already.
baby duties.
So I think thank you for Andy. It's a great sharing and Sharon.
Yeah, very good sharing.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
So
You
I yep.
also, Ridwan. Noel also. I learned so much. I didn't realize how much I miss you guys. I need to come back in more often now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I hope we will have the everyone in 2 weeks from now. So
Okay.
hopefully, yeah. I hope that there will be week or even someone else also sharing.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone. Thank you Andy, Sharon, Noel for
Yeah.
making today, and everyone else
yeah.
join. Thank you very much. Sorry
Yeah.
for taking
Hope I
your
didn't
time
bore
away.
you guys too much.
No, that was very
No,
good,
that was
Andy.
good.
Very good. I
Yeah.
learned a few things. I'm gonna try your Jason thing. This is very fascinating. I want to manipulate the pictures because for me, I use a lot of pictures for my TikTok,
Yes.
my Instagram for my antique center. So it's
Yeah.
very handy. Very
So I
handy
mean,
to.
like for example, with JSON, you can actually change the lighting and the setup in such a way that it looks a little bit more professional, giving you maybe like a darker background or a pure black background, that type of thing. So it's just a matter of tweaking and changing few of those words, few of those parameters,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah,
So I
and it's
think what I
repeatable.
present is what I can present next week. If I get time, I try and make time. I will present on the how I use it for creating my online postings. I post every day of all the objects that we have to sell, you know. So I see when I incorporate this, I see how it's going to change what I do on the Instagram and the TikTok for my shop.
I am pretty sure it will become more awesome.
I think so. I'm very excited. Okay, I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
guys go because it's gonna
Mhm.
be it's very late now. I think
Alright.
the team has got a long day today. It was an event, wasn't it?
Yeah.
An HPE event.
Yep. I
Right.
think Noel
Saiful,
went to sleep with it.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
think he probably is so tired okay.
Okay
Thank you
then.
guys.
Right.
I-
Good
Alright.
night, everybody.
Good
Thanks.
night.
Bye.
Good night. Good night. Bye bye.